Brought to you by Straight Loud Entertainment. It's the Album Review Club. Dang, I said that wrong. It's the Album Review Club. Another Sunday live on Instagram. You already know, like, share, subscribe on the way in. I'm gonna get the guys in here for another episode.
Play that song, boy.
Man, you late from Florida.
Not right now. I got all my shots. But nah, man. How's everything going, bro? You know what I'm saying? How you living? You know what, Woo? You know, the people been waiting on this Woo and Foo, man. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and check on how Woo and Foo is doing. How you doing, big dog?
I'm blessed.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So am I. You know what I'm saying? One of the most favored. Every day I give it up. You know what I'm saying? Foo out here living good. I've been seeing you, you know what I'm saying? New car, new wheels. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It's crazy. It's crazy to see you shining like this, big dog. This is something me and you used to dream about doing. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I got 2028 something.
That's what I'm saying, man. You really out here making this money. You know what I'm saying? Really out here flying overseas. Y'all better go check Woo's page. Actually, if you're watching live, that means you likely follow Woo. Woo out here traveling. Woo got vintage items, collections from all types of places. It's crazy.
I don't have none of this, so don't listen to him. Y'all know he be lying. I ain't got nothing.
Yo, if y'all ever have the chance to see Woo's house, it looks like a museum. it's a bunch of ancient artifacts.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not really lying.
He's doing a lot, but he's not lying.
I may say a lot, but I'll never tell a lie.
That's all you do.
Me and Kofi both boba guys.
This is water, but
and this is a naked smoothie, so.
Dang, you ain't got no boba today?
not today. Today's been a day of sweets anyway, so I eased off on the boba this week. But next week we'll be returning.
Look at us, man. Look at us. You know what I'm saying? Young black men taking care of ourselves.
Trying to.
Cheddar said I checked my app. They said I had too much sugar. I had to lower it down for my cholesterol. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, let's give it a round of applause, bro.
Only diabetics have apps like those. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, we still working on getting 40 up here.
Hey, Cheddar, you're in the medical profession or field somewhere in there. I gotta ask, aren't all of us technically pre-diabetic? Because if you're not diabetic, you're pre-diabetic, right?
No.
So wait. You gotta hear me out. I forgot to cover my bases. If you're not diabetic, you're either pre-diabetic or post-diabetic. Huh?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
you could just be stone cold normal.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's why I have no medical experience. I've been there being like, doctor, do I have cancer? It's like, nah.
You have pre-cancer.
It just means you ain't got it yet. Look at him, man. Yo,
how you feeling, 40?
40, give us one of these, man. Give us one of these.
I got stomach virus. Shout out to all the people.
Yo, hold on. Hey, before you get started, toss your hair, big dog. Let us see it.
This man is never healthy.
Dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's why they call him 40, because his immune system costs 40 cents.
You know what? 40, you have actually made me believe in this year in mutants or the mutant X gene. Because this man, I'll be honest with you, I've never seen someone just have this many sicknesses. It's like your mutation is just super vulnerability.
Dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the sickest man in the world.
You know what? I remember one of my friends who worked with kids, like as teachers and whatnot, but like, yeah, just get ready to be sick all the time. And I was like, what? Come on now. Like I'll be taking all my zinc and elderberries and all that other stuff. And then it's just like, don't worry though. Some of these kids got COVID or stomach viruses or their flu or whatever other type of
Whoa,
black
whoa, whoa,
plague, like
whoa,
whatever the
whoa.
hell, you know?
My apologies. See, Cheddar, he not up to date on the CDC. RFK Jr. said there ain't no such thing as COVID. We good. We good. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Ain't no COVID. Florida recently just said ain't no such thing as vaccines either, bro. What are you talking about? You're not
True.
even sick. How about this? You're not even sick. You're just having a bad day.
That's America for you.
What is the sickness of not having a bad day? Well, people don't get sick and go, man, this is a great day. I'm feeling great.
All right. Well,
I guess you could say it is what it is, 40.
Hey, oh, perfect segue
Hold
into.
on.
Go ahead, Woo. Go ahead, Woo. That was a segue.
well, explain the joke. Before we get started, of course, shout out to all the bullshit y'all got going on.
You know what I'm saying? Just drinking on some wild. Man.
Hey,
I
your mama watches this, man.
Trying to chill myself out with some tea. Shout out to all the tea lovers out there.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the tea lovers. You know what I'm saying? All my people in China.
Regular,
We're gonna do it for bit for y'all.
whichever type of tea is your pleasure.
Hmm.
The tea game is kind of fun though. Like if y'all have not gotten into it, this is gonna be a complete off topic, but tea's been fun. Like I just be finding random flavors. Be like, hey, you want this like matcha tea? And I thought it was gonna be good. It was terrible. It was not the matcha I was looking for.
I want my dream is to one day travel around the southern United States and drink nothing but sweet tea from all different types of cities and see which poor whites
Wow.
make the best sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
You did say the United States. That's fair. I was gonna say you're not gonna get sweet tea outside of this place, but that's fair.
Oh, bro, the West Coast ain't never heard of sweet tea. Like
Yeah.
the default when you go to a restaurant and you ask for tea, the default is unsweet. Like you have to be like, no, you'll be like, hey, can I have iced tea? They're like, sure, no problem. They will bring you unsweet and iced tea, and then you like, you guys have sweet tea. They're just like, I mean, we can bring you some sugar. It's like I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from us, big dog. It's just like shit.
All right.
But
Well,
nah, man.
for this week, we did a viewer's choice, and it was from Thundercat, uh, Grammy Award winning artist.
Grammy.
This is the fourth album we did of his. It is what it
What?
is.
That's the fourth. Is his fourth album? Fourth album of his or just?
Wait, what?
It's see, y'all got to catch up. Y'all doing all that talking, doing too much. It is what it is. It's Thundercat's fourth album.
Okay, okay, that's just not what you said.
That's what I said. And shout out to DKMurphy
DKMurphy.
who dropped this on us. It dropped April of 2020, so shout out to COVID, like y'all just went through.
Oh yeah, that was right before, yeah, or right at the end or beginning or something. I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
right at the
That's when
beginning.
COVID was still up and coming artist.
Uh,
Like, shit.
it peaked at number 38 on the
Still
top 200,
underground.
and this is a Grammy Award winning album, winning Grammy for Best Progressive R&B Album.
Oh
Ooh.
wow.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn down the lights in this bit. Hold on. I didn't know it was gonna be this progressive now. Hold on. Let me
What
put
other
this shit.
R&B categories are there? There's progressive, regular. Like, I don't even know. I've never
Well, I
watched the
think the progressive was
Grammys.
a category.
Yeah, I need to watch the Grammys now just to figure out the categories and what they're doing. Mainly.
But I'm sure everybody's heard Dragon Ball Do-Rag.
Factual.
Nope, I do now. Didn't know it
Oh
before.
wow.
Word?
Yeah,
Damn.
but the funny thing is,
Well,
I listened to the Drunk album when Thundercat first came out because I love them changes. So I actually
have you
knew
had
about
funny thing?
Thundercat. What?
Have you had funny thing? Have you had anything
Nah,
from this album before?
nah, I've never. We'll get into it, but I'll
I
say
think one
that.
of them was on a 2K. I think funny thing might have been on a 2K. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's. I've
Oh,
seen him more as being
hold
featured.
on. Just for a little quick educational fact, there's best R&B performance, best traditional R&B performance, then best progressive R&B album, and somehow there's a spoken word category as well. So there you go.
Yeah, that's weird. Just needed to go and add another category to fill out the time, I suppose.
I will say I don't really know the difference between progressive R&B and Apparently, according to the winners, it's like people like SZA, Steve Lacy, Thundercat, The Weeknd. I mean, I can kind of see the vision. I don't really get how they're different, but I can kind of see the vision.
Is it
Yeah.
basically just like age, like the lower, like when you're not old enough, then you not put
Which
into?
category was that one?
Well, that's progressive R&B,
Okay.
which again, like judging from the winners and the nominees, because here's the weird part. Lucky Day got one of his albums got nominated for both, like regular R&B and progressive. So I think it's one of those bullshit differentiators for
Yeah,
some reason. All right,
give people acknowledgement while also giving some credit to other people.
but yeah,
That
man,
makes
go
sense.
ahead and get back to it, man. Shout out to Thundercat.
All right.
Shoot, whoever want to take it.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna start us off. I actually been listening to Thundercat since this album dropped, maybe give or take like 6 months or whatever. And I got it. I got started. I got my introduction to Thundercat from Funny Thing, because that song was like viral. That song went like super super viral. I was like, yo, who is this cat? So, no pun intended. And so,
Who is this cat?
I was like, yo, who is this? So then I downloaded the album. And I was pleasantly surprised at the time. I was like, yo, so he actually can make really really good music. And so,
Hey, DK in the comments, drop why you sent us this out.
why you love him? Yeah, I mean, I thought the album was good back then. I haven't really kept up on like his discography or anything like that. It's just been this album that's been my introduction to him. But he's also featured like randomly on some of my favorite artists, like their albums. He'll just be up there randomly. So he's like clearly well respected in the music atmosphere, and he's also born in October. So you know what I'm saying, OVO.
If it makes you feel better, this is the last album he's dropped, and
There you
so
go.
he's
Would you
not
be?
technically on a music hiatus though, because I think he works with other artists currently. Because he
Mhm.
like did the what did he do? He worked with the boys to do the uh
Where's the man?
no the two Bruno Mars and the other boy Pac Anderson.
Oh,
The Backstreet Boys.
I don't like the way you say boy, Justin.
Yeah. But
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm gonna keep it down. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
But no, yeah, with Silk Sonic.
Yeah, because that he was part of that too for a little bit, but he only has a single out in 2023. He put out another. Actually, he's put out a couple singles that are just by himself, but he hasn't really put an album out.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. What about you, Cheddar?
Uh, Thundercat's one of those guys that like I knew the name, could never tell you exactly what he sounded like because I've always ever heard him probably on like features of other people I didn't know. Like I heard Dragon Ball Durag. I think I heard the remix at the time. It was either the original or the remix, and like I wasn't really because even Smino was on the remix, but I wasn't familiar with Smino at the time. So it's like it was just a bunch of names. I was like I didn't know who was who, but I was like I like this track. Um, yeah, since then, like he's popped up like 40 mentioned kind of off stream. He was on the Honowns with Smino. Was a song that I actually pretty like, which I'm pretty sure he does the bass for it. 'Cause he's a bassist, right?
He's
Like
a bassist and actually an accomplished musician. I think he does a lot more than just bass.
yeah, fair. Um and he's the
Oh,
name when I see his name, I'm like, I'm probably gonna enjoy this song, but I never knew exactly what his contributions were specifically, because like I said, I didn't really know who he was. But yeah, no. This is my first real dive into his music, and yeah, I enjoyed it. We'll see how what I go with the ratings and all that. But yeah, so 40.
I'm just discovering a whole bunch of random facts. I'm on his like Wikipedia page. So
So
first
I
off,
called you up
Eric
next to get you on the
Badu
track.
had a wait, what?
No, go
Because I
ahead.
was looking up some stuff about because I knew Thundercat from his from the Drunk album, which I thought was interesting but goofy. Because like he reminds me of like somebody who'd be like an accomplished music artist who then like makes music for like Adult Swim, right?
Mm,
Like you can't question his abilities, but then you also like he's like I love anime, and I'm about to go and make up some funny jokes about like busting a nut and then just dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like and like that Drunk album is where that kind of like vibe came from. But I never actually listened to It Is What It Is because I was never really like. It's one of those things where I respect Thundercat for his like musical ability and the fact that like a lot of the stuff that he touches, especially when he's like working with other people, is really good. But I'm just not a fan of his solo stuff, and it's probably just from like just a personal like level of like interest. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't like his singing. He puts a lot of reverb on his vocals a lot of times. There's just a lot of stuff where like the sonic sound doesn't really appeal to me. But I can definitely tell that like it's not like, oh, this boy can't play bass. You don't know what funk sounds like. You know, it's not nothing like that. It's just some people have certain preferences, and mine's not really his most of the time. There's some songs though that like really caught me, like this album specifically caught me off guard. Also, he apparently found his identity from Erykah Badu helped him like get a stage president presence in his name. Um, Also, he randomly was part of
Man,
suicidal tendencies.
hold up. DK just went to the Wikipedia and just copy and pasted that shit. Man, get out of here, bruh.
Nah, I'm gonna be
Get
real.
out
Yes,
of
No,
here,
since
knowing
I've
bruh.
met
knowing
you.
Daryl, hold on. Knowing
That ain't
Daryl,
why he chose this.
Daryl might have been listening to him since then. Knowing Daryl, Daryl might have been listening to him since then.
Okay,
So
for our
like
fans
it's
out there, and what DK Murphy, one of the people in
Bruh.
the chat,
He
he said
was
that. So
on
for people who don't know this, this is somewhat interesting. He got his start with Suicidal Tendencies, which is like an old thrash band in the '80s, like a punk rock, like skater. You would have heard their stuff on like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and maybe like 2 or 3 kind of thing. This is like one of those like classic like skater punk thrash like sounds. So for him to just be like walking with them is kind of crazy. As that's probably like the biggest highlight I've discovered. I'm sorry I didn't, but yeah, just for y'all to know, which kind of explains a lot more than I thought it did. Anyways, go ahead and pass it on. Who wants next? Who got next? What
let's
about you?
go ahead and start this thing off, cuz.
shoot, it's like a mix of cheddar and 40. Shoot. Heard some songs here and there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Singing ain't there.
Oh,
Singing ain't there.
he
So
did work on These Walls from Pip a Butterfly. I didn't even know that. He's always like he's in the industry. Thundercat's
man,
annoying because he's more famous just existing than his solo work because of the fact that like he has like I think he like a lot of people want to work with him. Like it's like
bro,
mutual. If you see Thundercat featured with another artist, you're just kind of like that makes sense. Like you're never like wait, what him and Celine Dion? It's like okay, sure, whatever. Let's just
I
okay.
mean, he's a bass player. That'd be
Yeah.
like someone. That's like someone listening to a track and being like, "There's bass on this track." It's like you've been like, he's not gonna be up
Well,
there singing normally. He'll probably be up there playing bass. And but since he's famous, you have to credit him as a bass player when he is featured. So it's probably one of those things where it's just like I remember these walls can talk very well. So he probably was doing bass slash backup vocals. So you're not gonna listen to these walls and be like, there he is. No, it's gonna be like he's probably playing bass on that track.
yeah.
It's like,
Apparently he played
yeah,
with
man.
Snoop Dogg as well.
Shout out
Yeah. That's why he's not making music anymore. He's too busy just working with other artists, doing their tours. But
every-
yeah.
well, everybody go read the Wikipedia. That first paragraph will tell you everything that just happened in the last 10 minutes. Um, so Fullo, go ahead with DAs.
Oh, say less. All right, so it's not even going to take too long because it's basically the whole album. I'll be real with you. So, favorite, I'll do like a top five. So, Lost in Space, funny thing because that's what got me into him and to begin with. I have a newfound appreciation for Dragon Ball Durag. I still don't like really like it. Like it's not like a highlight for me, but it's a solid song. Love How I Feel. Love King of the Hill, and then Fair Chance because who knew? Yeah, some of these matchups you're not always sure how it's going to go, but Ty Dolla Sign and Lil B, it's like I didn't think this was going to go so well. Went fantastic. It's like so, yeah, man. Those are my highlights, but I will say it's basically the whole album. Like he is, it's. I like when someone's able to make their music very well. Like he's able to do what he does probably better than other people are able to do like that type of music. And like, it's not surprising this won a Grammy. It's not surprising there's a lot of funk infused here. He shows off multiple different types of skills. I don't know how much I have to look up. I don't know how many production credits he gets on this album because it kind of feels like he would have had to like put this album together. Hold on, let me double check.
Man,
Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. He produces almost all these tracks. That makes perfect sense because I was just like, this is a sound that you can tell he's cultivated and he's put together. Also, shout out to Flying Lotus. Flying Lotus is apparently all over this shit as well. So, yeah, man, I really enjoyed this album. It was a really good listen, and it's a fun listen too. There were moments where what Woo's voice in the back of my head came up where it's just like, man, it's gonna put me to sleep. But it was like more relaxing. It wasn't boring. It was more just like relaxing. I was just like, man, I can like
Yeah.
chill out and just kind of vibe to this album. And yeah, man, it went well. All right, Daryl.
Okay. I had watched this Tiny Desk, and let's just say, can't wait till we get to the negatives.
Are we reviewing the Tiny Desk too? In that case, I'm prepared. I'm not prepared. I didn't watch the Tiny Desk. It's like shoot, but now, man, I guess I'll pass it on to Cheddar.
Let's see. Dragon Ball Durag for sure. Funny thing, yeah. Black Qualls, as you would guess, was definitely on my highlights. I was sitting listening to it,
Oh, yeah.
and all of a sudden, because I remember
I wonder why. I wonder why.
when we were talking about it last week, I peeped the list and I caught Zach Fox's name, but I didn't catch Bino's name. So I was sitting there listening to the song, and all of a sudden I was like, wait a second, this dude sounds a lot like Childish Gambino. And to my
Yeah, get me out.
delightful surprise, it was. So yeah, I really appreciated that feature. Unrequited Love. I'll get that. I'll throw that one on there.
Facts.
And I love Lewis Cole was kind of nice. Um, I think most of the songs I liked, I actually really like the ones with the features. I didn't like Fair Chance, but I guess I could say that for my negatives. I mean, I liked it. It was fine.
What?
It's more so. I think it was more so because it was on one of those 2Ks that I was on. That was the song that was on 2K for a while, so that kind of got played out for me.
Oh, didn't know.
However, some deep when he couldn't get the players he wanted from my team. I got you.
Yeah, 2K has a chance of either putting you on a song or ruining it for you, or both.
Yeah.
Especially the amount of hours you've been putting into it. Yeah.
Actually, that's how I got into lifestyle. That Rich Homie Quan Young Thug joint. I hadn't heard it till I heard it on 2K, and I was like, you know what, this is anyway.
Like motorcycle from WWE 2K24. Freedom on the motorcycle. I was like, you know what? If I could listen to this song under 25 times.
Hey, 40, what you think? What's your highlights, man?
So motorcycle, obviously, that's a great WWE 2K soundtrack. Now, Interstellar Love, I like that song. I like his lyrical ability on that because, like, a lot of times Thundercat's interesting because he doesn't need to actively tell you that he's musically gifted because he's had so much years in the game that for people to be like he's not, like, he doesn't understand music would be like really wild to, like, a wild assertion. The problem is that sometimes he'll like just make, like, sometimes it feels like he doesn't scratch farther than the surface, at least with his lyrical ability and sometimes his like musical choices. But Interstellar Love, like, I think the lyrics really have like a little bit more of like a depth to them than I expected. And then the instrumentals at the back end was like great. There's a lot of songs that are just instrumentals, like Houseway and whatnot, which is just him kind of like, playing around, trying out different like sound structures and whatnot. And it's cool. Like, it is what it is. This is not part of my top 3, but that is a great ending song. It wraps everything up in a nice little bow. That ending, like, instrumental where it starts to like decompress and slow down and just kind of let you relax and kind of goes back and you can kind of loop it to start up again is really good. Like that shows like really good, especially if he's the one who did all the production or did the majority of the production and whatnot and like kind of probably organized this album the way it was because it does feel like a concept album. Black Whales, fantastic. Funky Smooth, the features felt like a perfect fit. Like I would love to hear him with those 3 guys again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a combination. I think him with Childish Gambino would be perfect because I love kind of the way that he works with other artists and he can kind of like change his flow a little bit to match them a little bit more. I like Fair Chance is what I put down, and that's just because I think it was more of just surprise. Like, I was like not, like, I saw the lineup and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen here. And then it worked. And I'm like, you know what? Like, it's like taking a great musician and then just having other artists be pulled into a genre because the musician's good enough to make them fit. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like he was able to kind of create a soundscape that Ty Dolla and Little B could kind of like work on without feeling like even his like bass lines works really well. Okay, go ahead.
Oh wait. I disagree on the sound. I understand what you're saying because I obviously like the song too. But I didn't think it was a soundscape thing unless you're saying how he layered his voice and Ty Dolla $ign's voice, the layers to them.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you then. I don't think the production track itself, because even when I started hearing the beat, I wasn't like, this is still going to be a little B like Ty Dolla $ign song. But when he started layering his vocals with Ty Dolla $ign, I was like, oh, well, if you're going to do that, then this song is going to fit Ty Dolla $ign very, very well because he's sonically, he doesn't sound like Thundercat, but on that song he does. Like it's kind of weird. It's like they like made it work.
It's
So
like
it was kind of rough.
I think the thing that like with jazz music in general is like you can take two different keys and sometimes make it work together, right? Where like if you hear like one person in like a certain key, another person another key, if you put it in like certain styles of music, it just you can tell like, oh, this is just not like it's just like competition. But in this like version, as you said, like they kind of were able to blend it and kind of make it. Also, there was like a bass line that is throughout the song that makes like this really nice like smooth melody. It's very soothing, and for some reason, it feels slow enough and fast enough to work for Little Baby and Ty Dolla. So it kind of like fills the whole the track. So those are like the three songs that like really stuck out. I think there would be more stuff that would come on later. Um, I think a lot of those songs had really good. I think it was like a good level of production and thought process put into it. I can't say like certain things. I'm just saying that's kind of like just saying, but it felt like there was a lot of new. Like those songs were really like interesting to me. But go ahead, Luke. What you think? What are your top threes, Mr. Negative?
All right. Well, for me, of course, I prefer the funkier songs up this. I also love the jazz elements that he throws into it, like at the end of Interstellar Love.
Mm.
I also like how he can make some songs feel like they're interludes, even though you don't know if they are or if they, I mean, if they just a regular song. So I give him credit for those. I rock with those are pretty dope. He can play the hell out of the bass. I can tell you that. Yeah, as DKMurphy keeps yelling in the comments, bass, bass, bass. And y'all know how I feel about bass, but
Wait. Are you all about that bass? About that bass? No treble. I said you're all about that bass.
Oh
About
god.
that bass.
Anyway, what you
No
say? What you
trouble.
say?
You're all about that bass. About that bass. No trouble.
all right. So Black Quality. I like
Hey,
the
one of our
jazz.
fans in the comments, can you go ahead and put Wu's face on the girl that sings that song, and then we'll just have that playing out throughout the background.
No one's that
Just send it
talented. No
to
one's that talented anymore in
Hey,
Photoshop.
not yet. Just for our
Let's
future
get
fans that are talented like that, please send it to our email address so we can
ChatGPT.
force Wu to have to see that.
All right. So
Okay. Put some Panthers logos behind the back too, just for him.
Continue.
I like Black Qualis for the jazzy funk feel on it. And they piece everything together quite well there. Um, I was rocking with Funny Thing. Everybody done heard Dragon Ball Durag and Fair Chance made me wish this was a Little Beat mixtape.
Shout you. Okay. Okay.
Whatever DK talking about. But yeah, shit, that's it.
R.I.P. Mac
One
Miller.
thing, I want to add to my highlights too is because like it is like a real chill, vibey album. Yeah, I just want to add that.
Thank you. Shut up. Anyway, so on to the lowlights. I'll be honest with you, I don't really have any. There was not a time in this album where I was just like, ugh, I don't like this song, or this song doesn't fit at all. I guess one criticism would be that I thought that it started off kind of weak compared to the album that it became. Like Lost in Space and Interstellar Love are not like it's a weird criticism to have. It's like man, the album got better, so the beginning song should have been better. No, it's like, I just wasn't expecting the rest of the album in one listen to evolve from such a like a humble beginning. But I don't
What
really have any negatives, man.
what track did you think kind of set the album into like its next gear from the like album listing? Was it like
Probably Black Qualls, because in my opinion, Black Qualls is the first time where the album peaks. It's not the only time it peaks, but it's the first time where I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm listening to like an actual artist. I'm listening to who actually can put this shit together. And then it like as it moves on for the majority of the middle parts, I would say from like 4 to about 10, you're not really feeling a bunch of like, man, this is bad or this isn't good or nothing like that. You're like, man, this is like a very
You
interesting
said
trip.
you said from what number to what number?
I would say from
40.
like 4 to 10 because here for me, it's the way I listen to it is
Yeah.
Houseway, Funny Thing, Overseas, and Dragon Ball Durag are all great to me. So
Man,
it's like when I get to that part of the album, I'm kind of just like, oh, we peaking. And then
man, throw that whole middle part away. Keep
uh,
flavor. Throw the rest out.
it's okay. We can disagree. But it's like, but yeah, man, I don't really have any lowlights, man. I'm just once again, it's just a solid album. It's like I can game recognize game. It's a solid album. I can't really say anything about it. What about you, Chad?
I wasn't a big fan of Houseway.
Whoa,
Uh,
whoa, whoa! I'm playing with you now.
Right there in the middle.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's one of those things where it's more so I recognize it's probably more me. Like I didn't like the sound.
Oh, hold on, pause.
Um,
Quick shout out to Kid Cudi. Kids Cudi Indicud is the first time I remember listening to an album and the artist just had like an instrumental that they made up there. So in
mm,
Indica, Kid Cudi had like 2 or 3 instrumentals, and I remember I used to skip them all the time. And then I actually sat down and like listened to them, and I was like, man, this is for this album, this works. And that's how I felt about Houseway. I was like, man, if Houseway was a single, I'd be like,
Man,
this is a bunch of nonsense.
I don't know
But
that.
this album works for me. It works. It goes in with each other because it leads into Funny Thing, and Funny Thing's beats kind of upbeat, kind of wild too. So I was just like, this kind of works.
He's trash.
oh,
For those who didn't like the Houseway, was it just because it's very bass heavy, it's very fast paced, it's very like because it
that's
reminds me of
what. It's too much sound for me.
okay, so it's like that
It's
full
just
jazz
it's
like
like
breakdown.
yeah, it's like when someone when they try to like artistically show like you're in New York City and like there's all these sounds all over the place and it's like yeah, that was like that's how I felt about that song. I was like I don't need
I'll
all
say
that.
that I will
Um,
agree with you that a lot of these songs, especially like as a jazz perspective, they're doing things
yeah,
like they're
that's the
doing
thing.
jazz things that are uninviting to like most people's ears. Like it's just like this
Yeah,
is like it's like opening the door to a house party and being like, "This is what y'all listen to?" I don't know, man.
Wait, I disagree. I don't think it's uninviting. I think it shows off. So there's like certain fields. It's like when I show off my mastery of it. If you're a novice to the sound, it might be overwhelming. I don't think it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I don't understand what's going on here. It's one of those. I don't think it's uninviting. It's just, oh, whoa, I get it. You're good. I didn't expect to hear how good you were in my like a bunch to my face.
I agree with
it's one
what
of those
you're
things where I
saying.
think jazz just isn't for
I give you a better example. JID's entire album is just one of those things where it's just like JID is technically one of the best rappers to have ever existed. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to listen to. It's like shoot. But now go
um
ahead.
but yeah, and then it's just one of those things where I think like, jazz just isn't my forte or my jam all the time. Same kind of thing with like Interstellar, not to the same degree, but like it was just a little bit too. And then also like because some of the things like you mentioned earlier, like some like I thought about how we was just about like some of these songs would be like sleepy. A lot of these songs are a little bit sleepy, yeah. Which is fine if you're peeping for that vibe, then it works fine. But if you're not, then it's like um. And like his that and that's the thing like that airy singing thing he does or whatever like that thing is like it's hit or miss. And so I think a lot of the highlights I had I think tend to be the ones with features because it kind of adds a little bit more variety to it. And
So like
then
that.
like also yeah and I feel like if he rapped on these songs and then just did like a little chorus where he's doing the singing, then I feel like I would appreciate the singing a little bit more. But when it's just the only thing he's doing on the song, then I'm like, yeah, I could give it a take, depending on how I'm feeling. But other than that, I mean, nothing crazy, terrible. Other than like some things that just aren't for me because it's just too jazzy. But other than that, yeah, no, man, it's just fine. 40 past you, bro.
So I'm gonna go off you a little bit. One of the things that like really is something that since I listened to the Drunk album first, and he has albums before this, but I think he found his niche style or how he wants like the music he wants to make in Drunk, and then he like elaborated and kind of trimmed down a lot of the fat on how he would make an album on this one, which is more concise. Um, but there was like the singing has never been a thing that I've either loved it or I hated it, and depending on how it went. And I think a lot of it's based on the fact that someone described it as it's a falsetto voice with a lot of reverb, which makes it very specific. You're either gonna like that sound, or you're not gonna like it. And for me, the way that this album's his vocal range, coupled
Right.
with the production on the album, which sometimes is very muddy and like it feels like for someone like Thundercat, who is considered to be like he has his hands in the industry and people want to work with him. I feel like he could have. I feel like if he got someone else to do the production on this, and he could take a step back from just doing all of the production, some of the songs would sound a lot cleaner. Because the ones that he like had like features on tended to have more of a cleaner sound for me, and the tone levels and everything started to like blend well, like better. Whereas a lot of the stuff, a lot of the songs, I'm gonna try to find a good example. Overseas maybe, where it kind of just gets like a little cartoony. I mean that's probably just intentional because he loves anime style songs and music, so it's like it could be just that like anime love or whatnot. But anyways, the things I didn't like. I love Lewis Cole. The lyrics were kind of whatever. It was just like very overwhelming song, and it kind of goes right into a song I really enjoy. So it kind of like driving, and like you're driving way too fast, and you hit a red light, so you just have to like kind of readjust to like the next song. Miguel's Happy Dance, I didn't like. This is like really like I wrote a great example of Thundercat Uncontained or Unchained, which is basically just Thundercat does what he wants, writes what he wants, and gives you a song that's what he wants, but it's not something that I really enjoy, you know. I put Funny Thing up here. I don't know. I didn't write anything as to why I put it up there, so I'm not going to actually say that because I don't think that was really. I think Overseas was a letdown because I like Zach Fox, and considering how Thundercat can work with other people, I would have liked to hear Zach Fox try a little bit.
Yeah, fair.
Because Zach Fox actually is funny. Like him, if Zach Fox did like a funny rap coupled with Thundercat kind of creating the song and making it humorous, like I feel like that would have been like a great overall like piece. But it just didn't go. But that's just complaining about things of like, hey, I didn't really like it. And I honestly think like Overseas kind of was interesting and then it stopped being, if that makes sense. But that's kind of the three that I didn't really care for. I'm gonna pass it to you. Woo 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 woo.
All right. So for me, of course, the
Any song
singing
with bass in it.
the singing ain't it. He sound like a producer or a writer that's singing a demo track for an artist, because the singing ain't it really. So y'all can miss me with all that. Y'all can miss me with the anime sounding songs, with the exception of Dragon Ball Durag, but that has like a more funky jazz type feel to it. But even then, on that, the lyrics and he ain't talking about nothing, especially not on majority of these songs. He's just throwing some stuff together. Hopefully it's funny. Hopefully it's capture somebody's attention, but it ain't nothing. I'm like, oh man, he said some hard stuff right there. He got cat hair on his all over him. All right, cool. So in the words of 40, I just don't care. I don't care what he's talking about. I don't care.
Wait,
He
that's
ain't
not.
so-
Did I say that? Right.
yes.
It's not. Sounds like me.
So with that said, I love Lewis Cole. I hate Lewis Cole. I don't even know who that is, but that
Louis
song made
Cole's
me.
a multi instrumentalist artist that I think worked with Thundercat, and he's pretty well known for his like multi instrumental like
Well,
talent.
what you can do is take him, Lewis Cole, and that song, and get it up out of here. All right, Miguel's Happy Dance, get it up out of here. Trash. Houseway, get it up out of here. Yeah, I gotta give it a 5 or more warning. It is what it is. You gotta split that shit up, man. I would have preferred the end of it somewhere up there replacing something else, but by the time you get down to there, that last song hit at 5 minutes, I'm asleep. I'm asleep. But a good thing that I will, go back and do the positives. When I was listening to this album, I was able to leave work, pick up some food, and get home, and the album was over. So, you know, quite convenient timing. I'll give it that. But that's about it.
I, Can I ask you something? For the singing, was it the entirety of the album? You just didn't like his voice, or was there certain tracks where you were like, you know what, I can listen to this, and other tracks that weren't?
So you can go ahead with that whole falsetto joint the whole time. Like, come on now,
Mm.
come on now, dude, give me something else. Give me something else. But then when you start mixing it in on back qualis or however you say that, it started. He sound a little bit better when he got other people going with him,
Mm.
which I wish he had more often up here. You know, let him step back and not sing so much. Play that bass. Play the bass. That's what you good for. You ain't gotta sing. You can play the bass.
DK, is there a group that he works with? Because I would love to hear him on like with a group, like him being featured, but like an actual music group. Is that the case? Yes, no. Let us
Nah,
know in the comments.
hey DK, this is a album review. We not sitting here like, oh man, if you take the bass out, it's gonna be A+. Nah, you gotta put the singing in there too. If the singing trash, it's wonderful. It's mid.
All right, what's the grades, guys? Full of what you thinking?
For me, I have an A. It's like not even like E. It's
Oh,
A
you didn't even let
minus.
me guess, dude. I was gonna say an F based off of
No, I give it an A. This is actually a pretty easy A for me. Because it's technically good. I like it. I can play it again. I've also been playing it for years. It's not. I just don't really have. I don't really have that much to say about it. I mean, like, yeah, it's like it's a really good fucking album. So it's just like, I mean, I guess I hear like I don't know. Like I don't. There's certain artists you don't go to for vocals. For me personally, like I give you an example. Like when I listen to Brent Faiyaz, it's not the vocals, it's the toxicity. Like I'm not trying to hear like great vocals. I'm trying to hear all the like the bullshit. So it's like when I listen to him, I personally don't like his singing. I'm actually surprised that Dragon Ball Durag went viral. I don't personally like that song. I think I said during my earlier, it took a while for that song to like grow on me, and it still is not really grown on me. But it's like it's not it's and part of that is because of the singing, but it's not like an artist like him. I don't look at him for vocals, so it's like it could be bad. Is the song? Does the song sound good? Like for instance, funny thing, he's not really saying that much. It's like he's drunk in the club. I don't know. So that's why for me, I don't know. It's like I didn't think to listen to the song with like a key, like an ear towards his vocals. 'Cause I was just kind of like, that's clearly not what the song is about for me. But yeah, man, it's an A. I think the only thing that's keeping me from making an A+ is oh shit.
All right,
Okay. So
next. Come on
hold
now.
on. So
We already got a good explanation.
I
Come on
heard
now.
a Kamasi Washington album a couple years ago, and when it comes to like jazz musicians or something close to that, Kamasi's like he made an A+ album to me, and like I think subconsciously I'm not giving this A+ because it's like Thundercat had a total line between like being accepted mainstream pickup versus my technical mastery. Because then you like what you saw with Cheddar. Cheddar's like the song where I'm showing my technical mastery. I don't really care for. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it was a weird line to toe. I think Kamasi did that better. But yeah, it's A for me.
Okay.
Cheddar.
I say I give it probably like a B minus. I say if it catches you in the right vibe, yeah, solid. If it doesn't, then vibe set. But if it doesn't, then it's kind of like Because
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not a bigger fan of the jazzier notes of it. I think just not my cup of tea. But like overall, I liked it. But yeah, especially if you're feeling like chilling out, going to sleep. That's a good space you want to throw on. But not 40. What's your rating?
I'm gonna give it a B. A lot of times, if I'm giving an album an A, it's because I'm like adding songs that I like from the album to it. I didn't really add anything. I might actually lie and just add Black Walls because that is actually, in hindsight, in retrospect, that's great. But I don't. I think there's enough songs that I really could do without on this album that it doesn't really like save this for like one or two songs. Um, the vocal range is kind of limited, and the thing that I think gets frustrating is that I've heard enough Thundercat to know
That
the
nigga was
range of songs.
huge. That nigga had the nerve to look confused, like this nigga don't sound the same on every fucking song. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
No. Like there's times where like there's a song from Drunk where it's them changes, and I think his vocal range plus the way that he like composed that song
I'm
work
sorry.
really well.
I'm sorry. I had
The problem, what?
a
Are you
moment.
good? Are you good? But no. So like, long story short, there's times where like I see where Thundercat is musically, and sometimes it feels like some of his I feel like he needs to go over some of these songs just one more time with like a fine tooth comb and just kind of touch some stuff up, and it would come out like it would be like some of this work is like B to B plus, and if you just went over it for like a little bit, it would go like to an A or A plus, or have someone else listen and be like, hey man, this is kind of off by like this like a split second, and it's sounding a little off. Because I feel like see, the problem with jazz is that might just be his intention. So me finding it off could just be the jazz intention of it being off, or it could just be him doing the production and just not hearing something that I'm hearing, and he's not really like bothered by it. But for me, that's why I give it a B, is because I've heard songs on this album and on previous albums that are like, God, that is fantastic. And then there's a lot of stuff that's just like, like it feels like he's phoning it in, and that's unfair to. But anyways, I'm gonna go and pass it to Wu.
All right. Well, I'm going ahead and give this a C minus because if the singing ain't there, but I mean, you can play the bass, but if the singing ain't there, I mean, all right, cool. You can be good at one thing, you be an expert at one thing, be trash at another. It's still some mid. So sadly, just by like 1 point, the mid was on the better side for me. Cause the singing ain't there. Ain't no range in the singing. Ain't no range in the singing. The bass, there's range everywhere. You can play the bass. And it's crazy because when I first listened to this, I was like, man, this ain't it. It grew a little bit. But when I went and watched the Tiny Desk, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can see something else in this. Same thing. He was playing the hell out of the bass. The single won't there. So C minus for me.
All right, that's
think
it.
That,
I
man.
think I think
What we doing next week?
I mean
Hey, 40. Go ahead and tell us what we're doing next
it's
week.
not 40's
Oh,
turn.
hold on. But I want to give a shout out to DK for the album, and he is
Oh yeah.
accurate.
Oh
Thundercat
no.
uses music theory throughout the album, so you got
Hey,
it.
nah,
Yeah.
fuck DKMurphy.
Whoa,
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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
whoa,
whoa!
whoa.
Your
I
mom
don't
watches this
speak.
show.
Your
I
mom
don't
watches
speak.
the show.
I don't
Your
care.
Yeah.
mom
I don't care.
yo, your mom watches the show.
I don't care.
Also, it's not 40's turn.
It's another viewer's choice week.
No, it's not. You can't just make it up
Hey,
live on the spot. It's Fulo's turn. It's
hey,
Fulo's time to shine. We did the circle, and then
we
we
already
did
talked
viewer's
about it.
choice.
We
Now it's
already
time
talked
for
about it.
food to
We already
bring it
talked
back
about it.
home. Don't even worry,
It's the
guys.
viewer's choice week
I
and
got a great
40.
album for you guys
Hey,
this week.
40.
It's gonna
40.
be great. Why
Hey,
you keep
40.
asking 40?
Because 40 need to go ahead and tell us what we doing next weekend. He
Yeah.
requested it.
We're doing one of my family members recommended and has been harassing me to go and have this on the review club, or for me to just listen to it personally. Cool Keys Textile. It is. He put it up on the thing. It almost won. It got beat out by Thundercat.
Yeah.
So we're going
So
ahead
now
and
we're just doing runner-ups. All
So
right.
because
hey,
what we did runner up, we did it
What song?
before.
What's the name of
So
it?
there's no point in voting anymore,
Textile,
huh?
Well, we
Huh?
did it before.
Textile by Cool Keith,
I want to say that
1997.
one. Yeah.
I started listening to this because my brother has constantly recommended it to me. I'm gonna take this week to actually fully digest it. It is, if you know me, then you're gonna know him. Is the best way to put it. But this might be, and I'm very curious what y'all are gonna think about it, because I have no opinion as of right now as to one way or the other. So it's gonna be interesting. But it is Cool
What's it
Keith,
called?
so like
Sex Style.
style,
Hey,
yeah, sex style.
I'm a double back real quick, man. Fuck
Look up
DK.
Cool Keith and you'll find it.
You can tell that this is probably ass. Wait,
Oh well.
I'm just being real. Like you can tell when a nigga been rapping for this long, it ain't nothing pop. Like, I mean, nothing. Nothing has popped. My man has over, I think it's over 20 albums. Zero. Zero. Shia
He dropped the
LaBeouf from
album last
Holes.
year,
Hold on,
and he
hold on.
dropped an
Shia
album.
LaBeouf from Holes. Zero. Zero. Hits nothing. What? Who was he even
His
trying? Who
first
signed
album,
him?
his first album was 1996. His most recent one was 2025.
Who signed him?
Hey, that's
Oh,
consistent. That's consistent. Bro, that had a 30-year run.
nah. Nah.
Bro,
Oh
that had.
Okay,
snap! I didn't
okay,
know
you
he
know
was
what?
Dr. Octagon or Black Elvis. I didn't know any of this. He actually
Oh, this
existed
is
in the underground mainstream. Okay, that
oh,
makes
this
sense.
is nah. There's a difference between underground and like he's making these shits in his basement. Like there's a difference. Underground is like at some point in time something had to happen, but nothing happened.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it seemed like.
Also, I will say throwback. I do love the throwback. I do love the throwback album covers. Cause shout out to the '90s. Some niggas used to go wild with album covers.
Hey,
But
when's your little brother start listening to this, bro?
I don't even know. He literally
Hey
was like,
yo,
he was looking up something. I think because of like me and him were big MF Doom heads, and there was a lot of like rappers in like the underground space that were talking about Cool Keith. And I think he just kind of like checked him out, and then he like fell in love with how Cool Keith works. So I guess
peep
I don't know,
peep
man.
the peep the album cover for Saks Fifth Ave.
yeah, you can tell that. You can tell this is gonna be ass.
which one?
I will say the
Saks Fifth
interesting
Ave.
part. The interesting part about this type of album is I don't know how it's gonna be as. It's gonna surprise me, but like that's more of what I'm gonna rate this album of. I'm gonna be like compared to how bad I thought it was. How
Man,
bad is this album?
I'm gonna tell you. Hey,
So, wait.
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
on that.
It's gonna make my ratings for
tell you.
next week kind of weird. If I give it an A,
Hey, I'm gonna.
technically that's an F.
Hey, all right. Before let's do this. Let's do this before we have any idea about this album. What's all everyone's ratings right now? Initial thought. We're going
This is
F.
an easy F. This is an easy F. This is a
Easy F.
layup. This is a
Cheddar.
layup.
Honestly, I'd probably give this a C
This is gonna
minus,
go. This
D
is gonna
plus.
go. This is gonna challenge that Andre 3000 album. We thought there was nothing like this, so it's
I
like
just don't like what I'm seeing.
To be honest with you, the amount of times I've been asked to listen to this album, it starts off at like a D. It starts off at D for me. I'm gonna give it this
The
week to
song
like
is
fully
called "Lick
listen.
My Ass." There's a song called "Lick My Ass." I just
Hey, there's a song called Little Girl, so I'm already scared,
He made.
scared that you'll be excited.
terrified, terrible.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. This might be
Hey,
a one. This might be a one listen. Ain't no doubling back. Wherever opinion I come to at the beginning, at the end of this album, this is gonna be a one listen plus skips. So like, if I get like 15 seconds into the song and I don't like it, I'm skipping, and I'm not gonna go back to review.
he
All right.
Like,
he
Yeah,
made
nah,
man.
he made
ain't
porn
gonna
It
do
looks
star
it.
like
music.
it's we got to listen for the week.
All right.
So yeah, man. Now keep it real out there. Keep it tight.
Both of these.
It is what it is, man. Just keep your sex in style.
Hey.
Wow.